happy Madden Day. At least for some of us, it's going to be a happy day. For some people, they won't be too happy. And that's okay. If you think the game sucks, then it sucks, because that's what you think. I'm having a lot of fun. Right now, I'm doing Play the Moments franchise mode. And I just wanted to show you that from the last time in my part 1, where I did favoring the visuals, I'm going to try to favor the resolution. Just so I could try something a little bit different. And that is about it.
Throwing is Jackson.
That looked pretty obvious.
And he's brought down at the 24.
I also changed their outfits, or their uniforms rather. And every time you go back to it, if you're like, oh wait, let me check. What ends up happening is it reverts it back to the default, giving you the illusion that it's not going to work when it is. In fact, oh, Kelsey.
Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that.
Anyways, it was worth trying. It is on rookie. I go between rookie and pro just for the sake of transparency. Just so that, you know. There we go. You're not getting me, boy. There we go. That's what I'm... Wow, those are some big guns. Oh, wait, those were his shoulder pads. Jalen Waddle waddled his way into the end zone.
Last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season.
Yeah, so again, the idea is really simple. Some people have been saying that...
In the action here, football in the red zone. They're looking for a touchdown, but right now the
Yeah, so I'm kind of watching that, and I'm going to switch it over really quick. Some people are saying it's too soft at 1440p. Now, I've got a 1080p monitor, but you could still tell a little bit of a difference. Obviously, it's not going to be as drastic for obvious reasons. That's why you would need the proper...
Touchdown. A.J. Brown.
Not too shabby.
And the Dolphins are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Wow, look at that, eh? Just, oh, it's because his foot.
You know how much I like to read about teams.
Oh, shit, that was really close.
There were some teams that were known as the point-a-minute teams.
Now, had this been on Pro, honestly, I probably would not have made that touchdown. But I feel like if I really get into this game and I start to just feel... See all the names at the bottom left? I can't tell who my square guy is. I don't know how to get rid of that.
In motion, Hill. Here's Jackson to throw.
No. Ah!
It's gonna be knocked away and...
Yeah, that wasn't a good move. But it happens. Remember... Don't forget. Do not forget. Oh, shit, that was terrible. You'd be surprised how often I actually make that that move. And that was on rookie. But I feel like, for me, honestly, pro is good. That's like the second difficulty. I'm definitely not a pro. Because I've said this before, and I'll say it again. I play too many games to get.
Now it's Allen. No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by
Good.
Jalen Ramsey. And the Dolphins force the turnover. They'll take over.
I don't play one game enough to really get into it. I generally get, and it's sad, but there's NBA 2K. There's, there's the golf, there's the tennis. Well, at least recently there's been the tennis, soccer, hockey, wrestling. You know what I mean? All these open world games. Like,
that's exactly why you have those
I'm not
fast
like Eric
DBs out
Mayweather
there.
or
You
whatever
want
his
extra
name is
speed
that
on the
just does
field.
the football. So I'm
Guys
going to
that
be
have
like the
ball
last
skills
person
and
on
understand
earth
what the passing
you
game
want to
can
keep
do,
up with when
and
it
gives
comes
them a
to that.
chance to
So I
react. They
barely
play on the
get...
football, and they take one of
Oh,
those away.
shit. Yeah.
That is incomplete.
I barely
Took
get
a
like
shot
20
there on the
hours of
first down,
gameplay
but he couldn't reel it in.
per year
That's a really good job in
on each game.
execution. They avoided the flag
I just get
downfield
so
and
distracted
avoided
that the
giving
next
up
thing you
yardage
know,
for
it's
free.
like, oh,
Really good coverage.
Here's Jackson.
there we
He's
go.
got a man complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside.
Show
the
us your
35.
swagger.
39 yards there, a big one.
Well, it looked as
Even
though
the
he
interaction
did in
from the
this first
players,
half,
what's really
and with
cool
good
is
reason.
sometimes
You can
you'll have
see
a
it
player of the
there.
opposing
He
team
is
go to
such a
help the guy
handful
up, and
defensively. Just
they'll be
too
like,
hard
don't
to
you
keep him
touch my
under wraps.
hand. And
It delivers a big play here for this offense.
I missed the other coach. I forget his name. But they got rid of him
Working
for
with
some
the lead,
reason.
Trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson.
No.
And he knocks the ball away.
Not a
It
good
falls
play.
Incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes. But
Yeah, I don't
hear
find
about
this
the
to
worst thing in
be...
the world?
No, not on 1st and 10.
I don't
Actually,
find
gives
this
them
to
a
be
chance
too
regroup,
soft.
relax just a
But again,
little
it's
bit.
hard
They
for
have
me
a
to
long
comment
talk it over,
because...
then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And that is caught.
1080p monitor.
Miami. Tyreek Hill.
And obviously, I'm not going to give a
34
crap about
yards. And the
performance mode on
Dolphins
PS5
would
because
extend their lead
I
to
don't
the
believe there's a
final
120
minute of the
FPS.
half.
And I do have a monitor that
This
does
offensive
support it.
unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week
So I
victory,
could
and now
have
they are
benefited
looking
from
just as
that.
sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because
But
you
yeah,
wanna
I
get
have to
better each
admit,
and every week and really
120
ramp up as the
versus
season
60, you absolutely notice the difference. I mean, on my iPhone or even a Samsung phone, for crying out loud, when you're like scrolling through the menu, it's laggy at 60 FPS, and when it's at 120, you feel like you're having eagle vision. It's all like it's like super crisp. All the words as you're scrolling isn't like all blurry and shit like that. But listen, I'm definitely not going to complain. The other thing I'm looking to do here too, which wasn't a focus of the video, was to make sure that I was not getting subbed out because I have all that shit turned off.
Play action. It's Jackson.
Throw it! I don't even know what the... It's like he must have been a fake. I don't know how to do a fake. I don't know how to do that. You know what? I'm going to try a run. I'm not too smart in understanding how those work.
Up the middle they go with
Yeah, that never works for me. Every time I try to run, I've never been able to be like, move, bitch, get out the way, and then just like strong arm them or stiff arm them out of the way. Never been able to do it. I think the red arrow is ideally like where you want to go. I just don't seem... See what I mean?
And he's got to be frustrated, bottled up for the 3rd straight play. It's a loss of a full 3 yards. And
Oh,
brings up 4th
suck it.
down. And he'll try and throw here on the fake. Now a throw caught by
Told ya.
The fake field
Fuck
goal
around and find
catches
out.
everyone by surprise. And the Dolphins are on their way to a 2-0 start.
Brandon, a lot of times coaches see these situations present themselves on film, but how often do they actually call it? We just saw it here, and what an end.
I want to be able to do more run plays, to be honest with you, where you like, boom, truck through people, but I generally can't even get like a few yards. So now you can understand why I'm like, you know what? I think I'm just going to stay on rookie for now.
Now Allen, gotta have this one. Allen hit
Bop.
across the football.
That's
This
it.
is picked up by the Dolphins.
Oh, shit.
There he goes, right side.
Come on, baby.
And
I don't know what that was. I was trying to do a dive, but
a return for a
is he
late
having a
touchdown.
seizure or a stroke or both at the same time? Obviously, I know what he's doing, smartass. But I'm like, yeah, can't catch me. Yeah, I think I'm kind of annihilating them.
A field goal does him no good here as we drop you into this situation. Offense staying out there, and they are going on 4th down. One final try here for Allen.
Bam! Gave him like a shoulder tackle spin.
It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
Good stuff.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses this game.
That was the whole thing. Really? How long was that?
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't it?
10 minutes.
Because you look at every facet of the game.
That was a quick game. It said 20 minutes, but
offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense.
yeah, it's over. For a second, I was like, maybe it's the halftime.
That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show
Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson. Normally we have Aaron Rodgers.
And kill their motivation going forward.
But like I said, this is now...
Miami,
oh, shut it. This is now my second game with the settings that I have that I've discussed before. You know, progressive fatigue off. Fatigue at 0. Auto subs in at 1, outs at 0, because you can't do in at 0 unless you're at the main menu. And then the auto depth chart set to manual instead of auto. All of those. I'm not saying you need all of them, but that's what I did, and it just works. Period. And I'm able to do 10-minute games, which is pretty cool. I think, like, for myself, I mean, nobody's going to care about this, but for myself, I think moving forward, if I end up feeling more comfortable with plays and stuff like that, if I can just do good on pro, honestly, I'm happy. I don't need to be an all Madden kind of guy. I just don't play these games enough, like I said. I just don't. I do have the time. I don't want to spend the time to play this game or any other sports game individually, hours a week, week after week for an entire year. I don't want to do it. I enjoy too much doing a little bit of NBA 2K basketball, doing a little bit of FIFA. I know it's not called FIFA anymore. I don't give a shit. The only sports game, with all due respect, that I don't really miss playing is baseball. Not trying to dunk on the good old American sport. It's just not really my thing. Hockey is probably like my favorite. And then I play a lot of wrestling, you know, the Call of Duties. I still play World of Warcraft. I do a lot of driving truck simulator games and stuff like that. So I'm just like spread out all over the place. But when a game comes out, I like to tell people, hey, check this out. Or, oh, there's a trial. Try it out for yourself. Some people are loving this game. Some people are hating it. Me, visually, with the physics of the tackles and all that, like the animations, for me is enough to feel like this is probably one of the biggest jumps we've had from one year to the next in quite a long time. At least for me, that's how it feels. College football 25 will do some other things better for a lot of people. And then for some other people, this game will be better for them. I'm not saying that this game is better. But for me, I'm having more fun playing this game, which is, again, why I uninstalled college football. I said what had to be said about it. I praised it. Great game. Like I just said, after all the times, with all the lack of time I have for each individual game, I'm certainly in no position to be able to start playing 2 football games on top of that. But they look different. They feel different. They are not a copy and paste whatsoever. Thumbs up as always if you liked the video. It does greatly help support that channel with the algorithm in trying to make me more relevant in the search results when people are looking shit up. And if you didn't like the video, go ahead, give it a thumbs down. And I'll bend it in half, twist it, and I'll break it off inside your rectum. And if you want to subscribe to the channel, naturally, that would be great. But if not, trust me, I get it. Thanks for stopping by anyways. Take care, and if I'm lucky, maybe I'll see some of you in the next one. Bye for now.